What is up, everyone? Zach here, bringing another Team Taste game of the day. You want taste? Today, on the left, we have Zach playing Espeon Garbodor, and on the right, we have Josh playing Metagross. Zach's playing a pretty standard Espeon Garb build, while Josh is playing a mix between, I think it was like the Shemansky's list and Connor Finnan's Wisconsin list. One of those kind of tanky, a bunch of max potions, Metagross list, all that good stuff. So Josh is going to start off Leleing for the Bridget, getting all his Beldums down. Getting that Beldum army ready to go. Already has a couple energies in the discard, which is good for him. He's going to want those in to use Metagross's ability. Josh is just going to pass it over to Zach. Zach's going to energy evolve up into that Espeon. Or even the Lele, getting a little fancy. Yep, Zach's just going to grab that Espeon GX. Probably going to play a supporter if he can. And look to get some Trubbishes and... Ooh, he has nothing in his hand, so he's just going to Psybeam, confuse the Vulpix. In this match, Zach wants to get some Eevees and Trubbishes down so he can get that Flareon and ability lock Garb out. Not at the same time, obviously, but Josh is going to Confusion Flip and Flip Tails and knock his own Vulpix out. Maybe this will get Zach drawn into something, and it still looks like he has nothing. Josh did get the rare candy to the Metagross, so that's pretty good. So Zach's going to go ahead, attach a DC to Espeon. Ooh. Words are hard. And Psybeam for 10, the Metagross. Josh is gonna go ahead, via Seeker, grab the Bridget, the only thing he had in his discard. So he was hoping that Zach end him that turn after he Bridgeted or something. Maybe Josh is looking for a Vulpix, maybe? Nope. He's gonna fail the Bridget, and he's gonna use Algorithm GX, hits the heads on the Confusion Flip. So Zach's going to go ahead, draw for his turn while Josh is searching out his cards. Oh, and Zach top decks to Lele. Going to grab that in and play it right away. There's Zach's hand, a couple of VS Seekers, a couple Float Stones, a Garbodor, and Energy. So, really good that Zach got that end when he wanted to. It was probably game for Josh. So Josh is in a weird spot right now. He wants to get a couple Metagrosses out. But he also has that Metagross confused up into the active, so if he attacks into the Espeon, he has to flip, and that could cause some issues for him. Looks like Josh got a couple candies and Skyla. He definitely not a dead hand. So Zach's gonna divide GX, put in 6 damage counters on the Beldum to knock it out, and the other 4 up on the Metagross. So yep, Josh is gonna rare candy up to the Metagross right away. Not too shabby. Gonna attach a Choice Band to the back Metagross. The Choice Band really doesn't make the numbers any better against Espeon. You need a Choice Band and a Kookie, and I'm not sure if Josh is playing a Kookie. Probably not. I think we took it out. So then Josh is just gonna end. Putting Zach down to 4 cards already. He's down to 4 prizes. Taking 2 quick knockouts, but Metagross usually is fine giving up those cards. Then he's gonna be looking for some max potions to keep these Metagrosses alive. So Josh gets 6. Maybe gonna look to get another Beldum down, but he already has 2 in the discard, so Josh is gonna Geotech Systems 2 energies to his active Metagross. Looks like he's gonna Confusion Flip, look for the Giga Hammer, and he hits Tails, doing 30 to himself. Ooh, not that good. Zach doesn't have an Eevee down, so I don't think he's threatening knockout onto that Metagross. I think he needs Kookie at this point. Maybe. I don't know. Math is hard. Metagrosses are chilling with a pretty beefy 250 HP. So Zach's has a Choice Band, attach it up to the Espeon. Just gonna Sycamore. He got rid of that Trash Phalange Guard, but he has a couple more and he's looking for the ability lock. Zach's gonna get the Eevee and Trubbish down. Gonna attach up to the Trubbish. Getting him ready. It doesn't look like Zach hit any of the Pokemon he wanted. So, and then Zach's going to Psychic for... I think this puts the Metagross at 240 HP. Yep, it does. Oh, he's 10 short. If he had the Kookie or anything. But so, Josh is going to retreat. 3 retreat costs. Gonna... Ooh, Max Potion. All that damage off, leaving... He had 10 more. Ooh... I could have made the game right there. So Josh is going to attach up to the Metagross and use Geotech. And then, let's see, he's going to Lysander that Eevee. He's afraid of the Flareon. I don't blame him. And then going to Giga Hammer for way too much on that poor little Eevee. So Zach's probably going to try to want to find a Rescue Stretcher to get that Eevee back on the bench. He's going to Sycamore. Let's see if he draws into any of the Pokemon he's looking for. He's still looking for that ability to lock Garb that would make it so Josh has to have a Field Blower to string his attacks, which he does currently have in his hand. So Zach's going to maybe, yep, attach the DC to the Lele. He doesn't want it on any of the Garbs. It's kind of pointless. And Zach's going to Psychic. So Psychic 30, or 60 plus 30 for each energy attached. Plus the Choice Band, but minus 20 for resistance, hitting him for 160. So Josh is going to manually retreat again. Going to attach up to the active. This is kind of just what Metagross does. Going to attach the Choice Band. Probably going to Max Potion. Going to Field Blower 2 of Zach's Float Stones off. That kind of hurts. Going to Ultra Ball. Hopefully grabbing a Lele. Looking for that. Yep, going to grab a Lele. Probably for Sycamore. He might end Zach. It would put Zach down to 4, but getting the 7 cards could just be too valuable right now. Yep. So Josh is going to grab the Sycamore. Currently he's looking for Max Potion, or else Zach could maybe do some funny Lysander shenanigans. But Josh is going to get the clean Sycamore with no discards with that high 5. Looks like he hits the Max Potion. Gonna Max Potion away all that damage. This is a really funky matchup because Zach's not getting his 2 key support Pokemon that he wants. He doesn't need both. He only needs one or the other, but right now he's struggling to find any of them. And then Josh is going to Giga Hammer for 180. So there's Zach's going to Ultra Ball away an Espeon and a Kookie. Probably going to grab that Garbotoxin Garb. Yep. I saw he had another Floatstone in his hand. This list is currently running 4. Sometimes it's a bit overkill, but it's still necessary in some games like this. But now Zach's going to get the clean Sycamore for 7, or without the discard. Sycamore always gets you 7, pro tip. Zach doesn't have any other Garbs to evolve into. Looks like they're doing an item count. I think Josh has played a pretty hefty amount of items, so Josh is going to want to try to close out the game pretty quickly. Still has to take 5 prizes, so after this Espeon's down, he needs to take another 3. Probably 1 on the Lele, 1 on another Garb. So, yep. Zach's going to Psychic for 160 again. So, Josh is going to Skyla. Probably grabbing Field Blower. He wants a Max Potion. I think he only has 1 left in deck, probably. So, Josh is going to Field Blow away that Floatstone. I believe Zach also has 1 Floatstone left in deck, too, so it could be come down to it. So Josh is going to manually retreat yet again. Going to count up the items, see what he has left. Going to put up the Metagross. Yeah, Max Potion for the 3rd time. Taking away all Zach's hard work. Gonna double Geotech. Gonna Giga Hammer for the knockout. He doesn't need Choice Band. That poor little Espeon only has 20 left. So Zach top decks the Garbodor. Gonna VS Seeker. My guess is he's probably a couple short on knockout. I don't know the exact counts right now, but he would need 14 items in the discard to one-hit the Garb. Ooh, but the Kookie can change that. So Zach's just gonna, yep, Kookie, grab another 2. Ooh, grab the Choice Band, bench, and a Eevee, threatening that Flareon yet again. And just like that, Zach takes a quick knockout, that 1 hit on the Metagross. It looks like Josh played 1 or 2 too many items. So Josh is gonna promote the Lele. Now this puts Josh in a tricky situation. He can't really attach and Geotech now for the knockout. So looks like Josh is going to teammates. And I see Zach going right for his discard pile, seeing if he has that Lysander in there. Yep. So Josh, not sure if he could have grabbed anything that could prevent Zach from taking a knockout on one of these Lele's the next turn. So looks like Josh didn't get the cards he wanted. Let's see, he's going to grab a Rescue Stretcher. and a Sycamore for next turn. Zach's only down to 2 prizes because he took those early knockouts on the Vulpix and the Beldum with a Divide. So Josh is going to Rescue Stretcher, Beldum back. Ooh, he has the Rare Candy Metagross in hand, it looks like. Going to Geotech up to the Lele, retreat in the Vulpix. And then going to Beacon. And then Zach saying, nope, got the VS Secret for the Lysander. Yep, so that was a close one. Sometimes the Espeon just goes ahead too quickly. Metagross is pretty slow to set up. Not the slowest, but usually once it gets set up, if you can get 3 Metagrosses online, then it just completely works itself. When you only have 2 Metagrosses on, and you have to have that energy in hand, which Josh didn't have a problem with, but sometimes you'll miss it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. That really helps us out. Later, guys.